Hello, hello.
What's going on, man?
Hey, not much. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing real well. Just finishing these replays. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying them. I just started watching your stream like this week, and I'm a total fanboy.
Dude, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so can you, if you're in the client, can you just type in /join Kala and then just say something in chat so I can invite you to a group? Ashy Larry. Okay. All right. Do you want to give us a little bit of lore? Do you want to give us your backstory? Tell us what rank you are, all that jazz. What you're looking to get out of Hero League.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Plat 1 currently, Hero League. Was Diamond 5 last season. I I think I'm a diamond player. I really feel like I'm that like 1% that's like not placed right. And why I'm trying to say that is I think ultimately like I'm probably not. And so that's why like I like how you were commenting on that last argy. Like do the same with me. Like little things that you think like might is the difference between master and diamond or grandmaster and master. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm looking forward to know. As for the video I give you, it's actually an unranked draft that I'm playing with my friend.
Okay.
But yeah, he's plat too.
Okay. Perfect. And awesome. But yeah, man, appreciate you being here.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Okay. What do we got? Oh, another Greymane game. Perfect. You got Arthas Buddy. Okay, we've got Hawkray on the Asmodan. There you go. You guys' comp is good. Theirs is also good. Wait, I didn't see it. It's Ana and... Oh, okay, so it's solo healer Ana. So I actually think that your guys' comp is just vastly superior. A lot of your job is going to be putting pressure on this Genji. Because if you're kind of keeping Genji in check, there's not a whole lot that he's going to be able to do here. In addition to the fact that he's going to have a solo Ana trying to keep him alive, so...
Yeah, the thing too, before we even start, there's two moments in this game where I go for the throw at the Genji right as he puts up protected. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I'm terribly ashamed of it, but hey, it happened.
It does happen, man. I definitely feel you. And that's one of those things where you have to make sure that W has already hit cooldown before you use it. That's just like it's pretty much like a standard practice when you're playing against a Genji. Okay, so right off the bat, already this this guy's wild. So Asmodan players don't do this. You need to, okay, here we go. He's better now. I was gonna say Asmodan needs to be grouped in the 5 if it's like right in the middle in like this, because then he can get a bunch of stacks with his Q. Okay, that's good so far. Yeah, I like your focus on the wave. You can be hitting Sonya, hitting Muradin. See, like here, I feel like, okay, because Muradin still has this, there you go, okay. Perfect. Ooh, I like this already. So I was thinking that you even wasted a few autos onto the Muradin because he still has jump. Because he has jump and you guys don't have any more hard CC. So your CC chain is ETC slide, maybe a Howling Blast off of that, and then a Poly off of that. So no Howling Blast, right? We see it come out. So all we have is a slide.
Right.
Slide and Poly, and I really don't think you guys kill Muradin in that. So there's the slide, but you could have gotten already 2 or 3 autos onto Gul'dan at this point. Another auto, another auto, another auto. He is now down to where his A was in health. You jump on him, a couple auto attacks, and he's dead.
Yeah. I guess I was waiting for like an ETC to go in and kind of follow the tanks, but at the same time, like with Muradin in that situation, I could have easily messed up the backline a little bit more.
Yeah. It's just because the backline opened themselves up to you so much. That Gul'dan was almost sitting at the 50% line in the wave. So, like, he stepped up way too far. Gul'dan is never allowed to walk up that far with you on the map. Okay, I'm liking this Asmodan more and more. Yeah, okay, I was going to say instantly E onto the Genji. It's good. Perfect.
Hey, is there any way I can get my camera in spectator mode like you're doing?
Yeah, so you hit E, and then Z, then Shift Z. And it zooms you out.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. in before I get made fun of for saying Zed.
I say it sometimes too, but as a joke.
See, that's another one of those moments where you could have E'd and did a bunch of damage to the Murden, but it's like he has his E up, so it's like, is it really even worth you trading the mana? Because he's just going to heal it up with Third Wind. Or, I mean, wait, yeah, Second Wind. Good, keeping the Genji in check. But I think that was even just one or two too many autos there.
Like I should have gotten out a little bit earlier?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, I bet you can tell exactly where it is too. I watched too much Power Rangers as a kid. I love Power Rangers. I'm pretty sure you get that one and now you have to leave.
Yeah.
Because you look for one more and you're at the Y in health. And you actually get traded down like 30% of your health bar.
I guess I was thinking like, because if I have E up, like then I'm good and I can get more damage. But at the same time, I guess the trade for that is losing more health.
Yep. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world because you know, you've got your Brightwing right there and you pick up a globe, but you wanted the min-max info, right? I like the fact that you went top here. It was either that or obviously rotate bottom and look for a kill there, but against Sonyas that are pushed up this far, like they cannot do anything.
Well, my question for this right here, so I went up to get the kill, and then it's kind of like just impulse, like Sonya up there pushed up, go, and then I'm realizing it's Asmodan. It's like we can't get the kill. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so should I even be up there, or just to get him to tap, maybe?
You can try to, like, I don't understand how Asmodan's losing this hard to begin with, but I do. Okay, so you coming up here, I think it would have been smarter for you to go bottom because they. Actually, you don't even know that they backed. But if you went bottom, I'm pretty sure you get a kill onto one of two of these heroes. First off. Second off, yeah, you're right. You don't really kill Sonya unless she's chunked out to begin with. But the general knowledge to like go and gank the Sonya when she's pushed up far like that is usually the right call. Like even the fact that you force a tap, that's a resource that she no longer has, right? And you can now fast clear the wave, and now Sonya's forced to rotate, and now they miss out on top. Yeah. So like you still do get a lot from that. And then you decide to stay top.
Well, we pause right here. Okay, so this is I was in voice comms with my friend right here, and so I was thinking, stay up here because it's Volskaya, you know, and it takes the objective a long time to get it. So to stay up here and push with Asmodan, and then I was, you know, I don't know if I should be with the objective doing that or keep pushing this because we could easily get this forward. And you'll kind of see this play out later. I mean, not to like, you know, spoil alert or whatever, but it takes Asmo a very, very long time to get this forward up here. And he's kind of like split pushing up here for a while. So that's kind of like how it plays out ultimately.
The biggest thing here is the fact. So I think you could have stayed top here and that would have been fine. That means you guys are probably going to give up the protector, but that's, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's super weak. But the point here is Asmodan needs to be grouped with your team to be stacking his Q. So you leaving means that he probably now thinks that he has to stay top. But I don't know. It's hard to say because it's freaking... This guy really just wants to split push. It's already obvious to me that there's a little bit of a disconnect on how to play Asmodan properly for this hero, but I do think if you just stayed top, you probably would have been able to get a lot more value out of it. I don't know if you guys just win this hard. Like, yeah, no, it's definitely the right call because they're 5 people stacked and Asmodan will never group up. So then you guys sitting here is pretty much a waste of time. What actually should happen is one needs to go and hard push bottom and then 3 people just safe soak and push out mid. And then you guys just focus on the lanes. And the only reason I say that is because Asmodan has already showed his unwillingness to group for the objective.
Right. Wait, so you're saying 3 bot and 1 soak mid with Asmo still being top, right?
Sorry, I mean, it's actually probably smarter for 3 mid because that's the closest to the objective, so it's safest, and then 1 bottom. And then, yeah, Asmodan would still be top, and then you guys get 3 soak instead of helping Asmodan push. Asmodan shouldn't need help. That's why I say this. You know, you can also do just like a 2-2-1 or, you know, but it's unranked. It's hard to get that sort of level of communication across. But I do think, and now he comes bottom, or comes down. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But
for Volskaya, like how does one weigh, hey, it's the first objective, like this objective might not even have a lot of value and get a lot of push, like should we even be here, or like be getting camps, like be pushing somewhere? You just have to like think in the long run and think, okay, what are we giving up by doing this, or what?
Basically, yeah. You guys have the global in Brightwing, so if you're able to open up the map more, it's not like it works better for you. But okay, so the first protector is probably only going to get a wall, maybe some fort damage. So if you can get a wall or two elsewhere on the map, you're going to come out ahead. So it's not even a matter of picking up camps. It's just a matter of putting pressure on all of these lanes. Because if you can finish this channeling with all waves pushed out in your favor, you win. Because now they're going to have to put some heroes elsewhere, and then you guys just get to clear the protector for free.
Okay.
So if you're not going to group for the protector, you have to get lane presence across the entire map, not just, and that's why I say putting 3 mid, because then they can't just rotate onto you really easily and clear it out, right? Like you have 3 people sitting in the mid lane, you can pretty safely clear that wave, and then you send 1 bottom, namely Brightwing, but Brightwing should have been down here way earlier because Gul'dan was showing on the what do you call this, the protector pad, whatever the hell you call it. Yeah, so that's what I think you guys should have done. I do think that the protector is strong. Like, people don't think it's as good as it actually is, but I do think it's pretty darn powerful. You just have to use it properly, and don't let, if you focus your resources on picking up the first objective, you can't let your opponents get lane pressure everywhere on the map. That's basically your win condition if you're going for the protector. And then conversely, it's your win condition if you're giving up the protector. You have to make sure that you have lane presence everywhere.
Yeah.
Because then they finish and they get it and they're like, oh crap, we're losing waves top, we're losing waves bottom. What the heck do we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've already kind of felt this heat, right? Like, they sent down Gul'dan, they even sent back Sonya. So they're not even willing to lose that amount of lane pressure just for the first objective, which is good for you guys. Oh god, I can't stop watching this Yasmin, and he's hurting my feelings.
Another thing too, and this is kind of in the past, but I just queued that minion wave to kind of keep the minions going, keep the vision going, and keep pressure on their towers. Is that, since we're kind of in like a half team fight, is that just dumb to not queue as calculated to not queue the team over the minion?
No, I actually think focusing on clearing the wave is really important here.
And also for 7 too.
Yep, and similar to, okay, the fact that did you even hit your 7 at that time? No, you didn't. Yeah, so picking up 7 was good, but after 7, you want to focus, obviously, prioritize hitting heroes with your splash because you want to be stacking up your 7. But the thing is, on these objectives that are neutral like this, the team that has lane pressure is usually the team that can come out on top.
Right, yeah.
So the fact that you actually focus on the lane like that is really good. It's something that I have to tell a lot of people to do. I think you could be mounting here, though. You're just walking around looking for something. Do it while mounted instead.
Okay.
Unless you're looking to keep up your W, which you don't even have, you should be mounting. Let's see. I really even think that you, during this mid-skirmish here, could have just gone bottom at some point and cleared out the wave. So what you can do as Greymane, because he fast clears the wave so well, like you just Q it once and then you E onto the middle and then you Q the backline and it's dead. You can, like, if they're skirmishing in mid and you don't see something happening, take something away from them. If you can't take a kill from them mid, take away a wave bottom. Because then, let's say, hypothetically, waves are 50-50 bottom, right? And then you guys have a 4v4 Asmodeans against Sonya top. But you guys aren't winning the 4v4, right? That's fine. You know, they've already got the control. You know, they've got a comp that's easy to poke you out, whatever. It doesn't matter. You standing there is like, it's that like classic definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You're sitting mid and waiting for something to happen. Instead, force your opponent's hand. Go clear bottom wave, and then they're going to be like, oh, crap, we're going to lose this entire wave bottom unless we send somebody. All of a sudden, Greymane, you are already back into middle, and now you guys have the 4v3. Then you can look for a fight. Do something to take away from your opponents so that you force their hand. Playing proactive in scenarios like this is so beneficial.
Okay, I like that a lot. At what point do you think I should have gone? So I guess I'm looking at it like this. Like, here's my options. I just got level 7. I want to stack for cocktail to get that as quickly as possible. And like, there could be a potential like Arthas route, ETC power slide follow up. But then again, I could go bottom and get that soak down there. It's like, so at what point in this fight do you think I should just back off?
I believe this spawned around the 4.5-5 minute mark. Did it not? I think there was multiple opportunities for you to go bottom during the level 5.5, level 6 sort of thing, because you said it yourself right there. You were looking for 7. You wanted to hit that 7, so go get it. Go get it bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it wasn't as once 7 hits, the fact that you were chilling mid, perfect, man. And see, like, this is what I mean. If you focus on the waves and you guys give up that first protector, look how useless it is. You guys had wave presence bottom, so they had to send Gul'dan off of the protector. Top was getting bodied because Asmodan spent so much time up there. They had to send young Girthquake up there to clear the wave, and then you guys just body them mid. Like, that's... You guys actually played that one really well by focusing on maintaining wave presence, but you could have done it even better. And then you guys miss a wave bottom for this, but it's not the end of the world because you're getting picks. You pick up the few minions there. Yep. Ooh, oh man.
Yeah, that would have been good.
So I think you could have even done that a bit quicker. You seem like you're
on the Genji.
Yeah, you seem like you're actually very mechanically proficient. So I want you to do this even faster. So you're autoing Girthquake. You're actually waiting for Genji to get close enough. Even right now, you could be autoing Genji.
Yeah, true.
So you can be hitting him and then immediately eat him, like right now.
Yeah.
That's way too long.
Yeah.
You get this kill, 1 cute, nice. Sorry, just to answer your question, chat, do you believe putting 2 people in a protector is always a mistake? I'm basically the first person to admit when I don't know something. That is one thing I don't know. I cannot say definitively whether it's smarter to put 2 people in or 1 person in. I simply just don't have enough competitive experience on this map. It's not in the HGC, so we don't scrim on this map, so I just do not have that answer for you at this point. What I can say is I believe that it will always be comp specific. There will be some comps that thrive with 2 people in the protector. There will be some comps that will lose if you put 2 people in the protector, but I cannot tell you how to identify those at this point, but I will look into it.
I know Cavalier guys, GFE's coach had like a big video that he put out on YouTube that basically said like never put 2 people in it, except like there were certain conditions when he was like if somebody needs to get in it because they're about to die or like something like that. But he was like always use 1. But I'm sure it's up for debate and completely situational.
I think it's completely up for debate as well. I think I'm with you on that one. Again, immediately go on to this guy. You guys you guys have a 3v3, that's why.
Okay.
Because what happens if you get stunned by Murden? Is Genji going to turn on you? He has 20% health, right?
Right.
Because that could be your only logic, right? Like, oh, shoot, if I jump onto this guy, does Murden Stormbolt me? Am I in trouble? You see 1 on top and you don't see Sonya. Like, so yeah, you could eat him, auto Q. He may have his W up, but yeah.
Well, I guess I'm also thinking, like, because I don't have vision on 2 of their players. Or maybe I have on Gul'dan.
Yeah, you had it on Gul'dan, that's for sure.
All right, here. This is the first go for the 3rd. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty big play on his part. I even think before that you're stepping up a bit too far. So you can just be like auto. Okay, you're looking for Genji. That's why. Okay. I understand why. Yeah. Ah, dang, that's so unfortunate. So yeah, you just have to make sure you see that deflect before you go for the throat every time.
Yeah.
It's like when you're playing. I like that. It's like playing Curse Bullet too. Like you have to wait for any sort of protected. Like playing Curse Bullet against Varian is such like a guessing game. You already finished your Q. Okay, yeah, I like that you go top off this. Wait. Do I not play enough? Like, I feel like I play so much Asmodan on my stream that people should know how to play Asmodan. I know I'm not the most popular streamer in the world, but damn it, my Asmodan is dirty.
He says something at the very end of the game, and I'm just not gonna spoil it, but it's kind of funny.
Okay, I can't wait.
But you see, like he was up here like the whole first protector. I mean, I know Sony was in the lane, but I mean, you got a wall.
Yeah.
I don't know. And if I stayed in the beginning, I mean, the whole fort would be gone.
So here again, this is one of those like, wait, I think you have to. Okay, so this is actually, I'm gonna just blame you for this. You're not adapting. So even a few seconds before this, you should have been mounting up and going mid, clearing the wave, because look at bottom. This Asmodan refuses to fight. That means you're willingly fighting into a 4v5. Instead, you need to pull at least one away from them proactively. So you need to pull a hero away from their comp by going somewhere else and forcing something. So if you go mid right now, you Q the wave, E it, Q it, you clear it, it's pushing into the fort. Gul'dan is going to respond, but you're already on your way back up top, and now you get your 4v4.
So how wrong is this logic? Because I think you're completely right, and I probably wasn't even thinking about going mid. But so many times in my games, it's like a 5v4, and then we can just like we'll get an Arthas root, and then like a polymorph or whatever, and then get the kill, and then we win it. But I shouldn't be playing like that, right?
No.
Okay.
That means you're rolling at poor odds every time.
Yeah, very true.
Right? You're rolling a 40-60. And then, yeah, 60% of the time you're going to lose those. Man, I swear, Heroes of the Storm is actually just a numbers game. If you win, like, if it's if your win chance is 60%, take those calls every time. But if it's anything below 50, like, you have to leave it. Here, yes, you guys are the ones with the blow up comp. So, like, you know, if you land a Howling Blast and a slide plus a polymorph on top of that, and you go for the throw of someone, high chance they die, especially against a solo Ana. But alternatively, if they land a like if this Brightwing steps up and gets sleep darted, then all of a sudden that's a fear, that's a Stormbolt, that's a Wrath Poison Spear, right? Oh, sorry, a leap. Oh my god.
And also, so like Asmo's getting bottom right now. So like, I mean, are we stalling by keeping 5 up here, or are we just wasting our time?
You are stalling, but
I mean,
the thing, like, the only way you stall is by capping. They cannot take this any faster. The only like it's at a fixed rate. Like if they have all 5 people sitting on the beacon, then it doesn't go up any faster. The only way you can air quotations stall is by putting somebody on there, onto the control point. I swear that if you cleared mid, they would have sent one down. I swear on it. But then, like, you also have to tell people. Like, that's the problem with making calls like that. If you decide to go mid, now all of a sudden your team is in a 3v5, right? So you have to be like, back off, get 13, I'm clearing mid. And you have to type that as you're moving. And then you have to pray to God that they listen. But yeah, like, right now you guys are straight up fighting into a 4v5.
Yeah, and it doesn't end up well.
You get lapped. This is what I mean. There's the sleep dart. Here comes a fear that misses. Yeah.
Well, so right here, like, so I get the Sony kill, and spoiler alert again, I'm gonna die. But also Genji's on Brightwing in the back, and it's probably ETC's job to peel for that. But at the same time, that's also kind of my kill target. But I want to follow the tank and do what they're doing and follow up, because look, I mean, he got the mosh. I want to follow that up.
Yeah, no,
I want to be there for Brightwing.
It's Brightwing. Like, Brightwing has to play really oddly against this comp, because she has to group with her teammates, but make sure she's not grouped for Leap and Fear. But she has to make sure if Genji gets onto Brightwing, guess how she deals with him? She pulls Genji to you.
Okay.
Or she pulls Genji to ETC, because Genji can't mess around you and ETC. But it's when Brightwing walks away from her team, and then Genji just has the one-on-one, that's when Genji excels. So she
Or
just played that.
Just
incorrectly.
teleport.
Yep. I mean, she can teleport, yeah, but then Genji just walks into her face and gets like 3 free Qs, and then all of a sudden she lands in the middle of a team fight with 20% health, and then just gets one hit by a Sonya Q.
See, Asma does get keep here, which is nice.
Yeah. But imagine if he got the keep and then nobody died as well, right?
Right.
Like, that would have been OP. So you guys were so far up there, and that's why I mean, like, pushing mid would have been even better there because you just would have increased your experience lead. Oh, the best thing there, man, was just clear mid, or even like put multiple people mid. Just screw top. The only thing that you can't let have happen, or did I word that correctly, is let them push the wall while they're all top. That's what you don't want. So as long as you have enough defense to defend the wall, i.e. have enough wave clear for the minion wave that pushes in, then you're fine.
And we shouldn't let them push the wall because they would still have one on the objective, so that'd be a 4v4, and we should be able to fight that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then they're just giving you what you're looking for anyways, right? You're clearing the mid wave to pull somebody down. If you pull somebody down, you get a 4v4. If they're pushing the structures, you also get a 4v4. So yeah, you're thinking correctly here.
But and the other thing too, should I have gone and cleared mid soak before I know that this was like 45 seconds ago, but before we defended top and gotten that soak? It's only one way, but was that worth it, or would have been worth it?
No, I think you standing up here to defend is actually worth it. See, that was a really good dive. Oh, and then he uses his ult to escape. Wait, you might not be a platinum player. I might be with you on this one.
Should we have stayed?
Nope. No, I think that's smart. You guys should have, in fact, pulled off earlier and then got the healing camp. This is the most busted thing in the game, the support camp. Absolutely insane.
Just the amount of healing that it does?
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's wild. Oh, nice. There's a kill.
No,
oh,
it's not.
No!
Yeah.
The young fear. Wait, I'm going to blame someone. Someone's to blame here. That was 140 health. That is a missing auto attack. Someone did an auto. Okay, there's one auto. He is...
Hang on, I'm still seeking right now.
Okay. Oh, no. Wait, I actually don't think anyone missed autos. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
ETC still has Mosh here. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it's not smart, but I don't know. There's no tower.
Yeah, this is absolutely the fight you guys should be looking for. You're level 16 into their 15. They don't have Sonya. You have Mosh Pit, and now they're starting to group up here, and they also don't have Fear. So ETC actually needed to start walking in here and looking for a...
And they're so grouped right there, too, but Arthas does Sendragosa right here.
If I was ETC, oh my gosh, this is the Mosh to remember right here. Yeah, but he walked so far away. Gets one kill with it. Okay. But yeah, getting this support camp's really important, especially when you have a solo healer Brightwing. So you personally, as a Greymane player on this map, can be placing higher priority on that.
Okay.
It's even better than... Actually, the siege camp's really good as well, but support camp is, I think, the best by far. Really changes the way... And especially against a Gul'dan, you know, he has relatively slow damage, you know, like periodic damage, so... Okay, you guys get it now.
Well, there's a fight about to ensue.
Oh, and you actually don't get it.
Oh, so I finished... Well, you just...
Oh, nice.
Can you go over this fight with me?
Yeah, hold on. I keep thinking that maybe you should have used it earlier.
Yeah, well, so there's that moment Asmo's at 50%, and I thought about using it there, but I was like, that's not enough value. It's one guy.
It puts like a heal over time on people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have just like used it right here. Would have kept him in the fight.
I'm reconnecting.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I think you could have just used it right here. Would have kept Azmodan back in the fight. Yeah, immediately turn. Oh yeah, clumped for the fear. The problem here is just where you guys are fighting. I don't think you guys should be fighting here at all. Like, that's the biggest problem. You don't have your mosh pit up because you just used it in a previous fight. They have pretty much everything available. You don't know that Dragon Blade's off cooldown, but you could assume that they have everything up.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the only target you can hit. Kill Sonya. Oh, I think you actually misplayed that right there. You need to chase for a few more auto attacks and then go for the throat.
Yeah, it was early. I guess I got antsy, wanted to kill.
Yep. So start cutting up right now, walking. Q away, yeah. So yeah, biggest thing there was just grouping for Gul'dan damage and fear. I think you could have used the healing camp earlier to keep Azmodan in the fight. He ends up just getting killed, which is unfortunate. But all in all, fighting there was a huge mistake. Like, you guys don't have to fight there. That's one of those situations where they're like, holy crap, like, we're down to keep against an Azmodan. We're going to lose this game unless we start getting picks. When you guys don't have your major team fight heroics, like, it's definitely not the fight for you.
Mainly because of, like, the close quarters and just having 0 ults.
Yep. And yeah, just the fact that you guys will win the game over time without fighting. They can only win this game if they fight you 5v5. I know that sounds wild, but you have an Azmodan, and he's going to have generals spawning in this bottom lane, and at one point, someone is going to have to come bot to defend it, and at that point, you guys get your 5v4, and then you just win the game. Like, it's actually that simple. People really, really underestimate how much pressure a keep puts on the map. Like, it's actually insane, especially with a hero who can spawn minions in that lane that buff other minions. Like, oof. Azmodan is so strong when you have a keep down. I say it whenever I'm playing Azmodan on stream. I'm like, okay, I just have to get a keep and then the game's over. And it's true. Like, if I get a keep on Azmodan early, like, you seriously cannot lose. Like, I swear.
Could you ever make an argument here for going top and getting that forward first? If, like, once Sonya shows, or take advantage of the 4v5.
Yeah, always Sonya like, let's say you get down here and then you're like, wait, maybe I'm just gonna split push instead. You start heading up right now, boom, Girthquake shows on the lane, you immediately turn around. Because now they're giving you your 5v4 in a lane where they have no chase, or where you have full chase and they have no exit. They have to walk all the way back to core in order to be safe. They have no structures here. You rip a Syndragosa down the lane, oh boy.
So this is another thing too. So Arthas gets the root on Genji, and I wanted to die, but I see the team show up, and that's probably just the call, just not to go in and back up.
No, yeah, go in. Go in is the call. We have to fight here. Like, they show on top wave. So at this point, I would be pushing up hardcore, looking at this Gul'dan, making sure you're far enough away from Arthas so you can't get double feared, mind you, because we don't want to get double feared. But yeah, the fact that, like, I don't know, like, ETC needs to be stepped way up. Azmodan can be stepped up. Like, any of these heroes taking damage is fine. We need to get this pushed out, because if you get it pushed out, then you get the beacon for free. Like, playing safe like this when one of them willingly shows on the lane is not good. But, like, if I were you, I would have seen the way that this Arthas was playing. Arthas looked for a Howling Blast, and he found it. Nobody was there to follow up. You know Arthas is looking to make a pick. Like, you got to be playing closer to him. He rips the Syndragosa right now. And you, like, oh my gosh, I swear you could have killed something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're all looking, like, that's all their major heroics down. And now you start doing perfect. Go for it. Ooh, did you mess that up?
Yeah, I told you there was 2. That was the second one.
Ooh. First off, Brightwing, don't go this talent. please. Like, she should have gone Greater Polymorph. Or Critterize.
So I think that this was my comment on this too, if you don't mind. But I think this is my big mistake. This game was my idea. I didn't ping anything. I wanted to fight on the objective. Is what I wanted to do. Because once I saw Asmo go top to get with Sony, I'm like, well, it's a 4v4. Let's just fight on the objective. We have a turret down here. And then they kind of go in, and then I missed the fight because I wasn't there, you know. And it's like, well, maybe I should have been there, but I wasn't because I had a different idea. But yeah, I think this was my big mistake.
So you're absolutely right, and I actually talked to my viewers a lot about this. When you want your opponents to fight you, take something from them. So then they have to either fight you in order to take it back, or they give it to you, which means you benefit. So you're absolutely right. You fighting over the beacon means you get the fight you're looking for. However, they showed top. So
yeah.
They're not going to come and fight into you when they're showing top. You have to fight them. The thing is, if they show top, they are not allowed on this part of the map. They are not allowed to be there. If they're there, they're dead. Straight up. And if you guys are looking for the engage on them, they are 100% dead. They have the most immobile mage in the game. They also have the most immobile support in the game. Well, aside from like medic. Actually, no, medic can survive like pretty much just the same. You know what I mean though? Like they are not allowed to step up here. So you needed to be looking with your team. As soon as Sonya leaves, that's when it gets a little monkey. It's like, yeah, maybe I should just go sit on the beacon at that point. When you see your Asmodan leave, yeah, maybe it is wise for us to now just go get the beacon. But as soon as they, like when they were fighting in the middle of this lane like this, with Sonya willingly showing on top, you had to be up there with them.
Okay.
How did he, like, if this was Greater Polymorph, man, would have been so dead. Okay, so, okay, you missed the Q, not the end of the world, but you get one auto, and then, yeah, your E, auto Q, auto R. There's nothing you can do, though, like, Polymorph doesn't last long enough. I think you could have ripped it right there. So a little bit earlier. Just maybe in that case, paying a little bit more attention to the timer on CC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man. But, like, honestly, like... Like, I seriously feel like Brightwing should have just teleported onto you right now and then just hit her ult. Or, like, before this. So as soon as this comes out, like, I would be looking to TP onto probably ETC. Yeah, he gets feared, but it's like... She needs to use it now. Like, rip the Emerald Wind. Like, get the kill. You get the one kill, you can end the game. Holding onto it like that is just wild. You guys needed one form of CC extra.
Yeah.
That's it. But then she uses it there, and it's like it's way too late. Do you have one Q? Ah. Yeah. Nice, looking for the dodge. I like the way you play, man. You're actually really good.
Thank you.
Oh, rattled. Wait, how did that hit you?
I don't know, because the wall was there.
Wait, how did that hit you?
I have no idea.
It must have just like been on top of the wall, so like, yeah. Okay. Wait, you guys don't end up losing this, do you?
Yeah, we do. So this is like a big moment right here. So we're 19, they're 20. Like, should we just give this up and just try to like happily poke with Asmo and Cocktail?
Yep.
And when we give it up, should we be like behind the keep wall or kind of like right here where this minion wave is?
No. You can't be there. If you're there, they can just engage on you.
Okay.
One fear, you guys lose the game. You know, you don't know that fear's not there. Fear could just be in fog. But yeah, that's how you have to be thinking. You guys should be like standing on / behind your fort. I think ideally maybe you even just go mid and look for 20. You just let them push up until they keep. Let them destroy the fort. You're probably not going to get there fast enough anyways, actually.
Yeah.
But even just like sitting up here defending like this is bad. You have to let them fight into you, and then you guys are like all clumped up here, just taking so much damage from the
yeah. Look
Gul'dan.
how bad the sphere is. This is bad, man.
I see Gul'dan right now, and he's just like a whole new world. He's just coming. Oh, there it is.
I get feared on the conveyor belt.
Yeah. Ooh, yep, and that's game.
So they keep pushing in here, and you'll see it in chat as I start telling the Asma to back and poke.
Yeah,
Because
well,
I think that's the call.
he should have done that a while ago.
And I don't know if he thought like they couldn't end here or whatnot. I don't know, but you'll kind of see.
He's probably thinking he'll get 20, but getting 20, you'll lose the game before you get level 20. Yeah, he should have backed a while ago.
Because I just see him globing all these people and poking him, and we had like, there would have been a good time where we could have cleaned up.
I have no hero damage. It wouldn't.
That's what I was telling you about.
He doesn't do a lot, but he does better than nothing. He's also a body, and if a body shows up, maybe they'll attack him instead of the core, which saves you some time.
So all around, like what do you like? Just looking at my play style.
So
like
I
big
think
things I can work on or what?
I think you play mechanically quite well. Maybe even above where you're at, which is great. So the main issues that I saw coming away with this, which would make sense, if you're a high skilled player mechanically, obviously you did miss 2 year go for the throats in very crucial situations actually, which caused issues in your team fights. But you recognize those immediately, and I don't think you're going to do the same thing again against a Genji. Next time you're going to wait for that W before using it. So mechanically, you played really well. Not perfect, but really well. Your biggest issue is being able to highlight like macro moves. So like I said, there's so many times where you could have went and cleared, like fast cleared a wave, and you just stayed with your team instead. Sometimes even just standing around, like almost doing nothing. Or even you could have just been like mounting up, trying to put pressure somewhere. But the biggest thing I saw was the fact that you wouldn't clear waves, because I explained it obviously throughout the replay, where if you were to clear that bottom wave multiple times during that first protector phase, whatever you want to call it, you would have forced somebody down, and then you would have gotten a numbers advantage fight. Or yeah, a numbers advantage fight, because you would have already rotated mid. So stuff like that, it looked like you weren't able to see. As a Greymane, I think you can even be prioritizing taking camps off the map a lot more. He's super good at taking them. The support camp never got taken by you exclusively, and there was a lot of times where you had wave pressure mid and top where you could have safely done that or pinged for it. And then what was the last thing? Actually, that's pretty much the biggest one on that map that I saw, was just the fact that you were tunnel visioning too hard on trying to win disadvantageous team fights instead of using Greymane's power of being able to fast clear a wave to its greatest effect. And honestly, on maps like BOE and Volskaya, you're going to see it so much, or even Infernal Shrines. If your team's all grouped up for a shrine and you're losing the shrine, go fast clear a wave and you're going to come out on top. Like, as long as you're communicating that with your teammates too. So just like, wait for 13, I'm going to clear mid, or just back up a sec, I'm going to clear mid. And then you just do that real quick, and then you come back, and all of a sudden, yeah, you're back in the same situation of you not winning that shrine, but at least you now take a full wave from the mid or a full wave from the bot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
That was my biggest thing that I saw that game. There's actually like 5 or 6 situations where you could have done it, and it looked like it didn't really even occur to you that was a possibility. But moving forward, that certainly is. But like I said, you have to do it well, right? It's not always the response, oh, go clear a wave. You have to make sure that your teammates aren't playing like animals, because if they're fighting like crazy into a 4v5 and then you leave without them knowing, they're probably going to keep playing crazy, and then that's a 3v5, and then they wipe, and then they blame you, right? So you have to make sure you're communicating that stuff with your teammates. Like, you can back ping them, just let them know real quick, I'm clearing, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, cool. This was extremely helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. I really appreciate you taking the time and submitting the replay. Thanks so much, man. Any other questions or anything?
No. Quick shout out to Skin Negler, the artist in there. He's watching this on Twitch. So.
All right on, dude.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, nice meeting you, man. I appreciate it.
Nice meeting you as well. Take care.
You too.
All right. All right. What do we got next? Moose Prow. I'll be right back, you guys. Those monkeys. Be back in like 2 seconds.